like this. Oh, Kendra, I need a word with you. What? You can't be serious. Is this for real? You're actually dating someone? Like an actual man? He's real? He's living and breathing? Well, that's what I just stated, Heidi. I don't get why you don't believe me. I think my mother will talk to my brother tonight about my fiance. I'll leave it up to them to decide whether or not they want to meet him. a drab and super depressing wedding because that's what you are. I was so shocked to see how magnificent the wedding venue looks. You're just trying to show off now, aren't you? So as punishment for ruining my mood, I'll just push you from the top of the stairs and boom, down you fall. It was so funny. I crack myself up sometimes.
Heidi, do you have a clue about what you did? Did you even think through all of this?
Yes. You think I should apologize to you, right? Well, I'm sorry that I had no choice but to push you down the stairs. I was drunk and my hand just slipped. I couldn't help but be off balance.
And now I'm injured. Don't you even feel just a little bit of remorse? Don't you care about other people's feelings?
Look, Kendra, a bride wearing a white dress and white bandages goes so well together. It'll become such a well-known look now, huh?
Are you kidding me, Heidi? Is that all you wanted to say about this?
Oh, don't get so angry now. Not that I'm scared of you or anything. You're so pathetic, Kendra. Your brother was also in a bad mood. I guess it just comes with being a part of such a crappy family. He's right here beside me laughing at this whole mess.
That person isn't part of the family.
Excuse me? What are you talking about? Stop making me get confused.
Well, I don't know what to tell you, Heidi. Think about what just happened really carefully, all right? You realize that this is a very serious situation, right? Did you notice that the person you threw down the stairs was taken away in an ambulance?
Oh, is that right? Well, oops, my bad. It's okay because you're trying to act all high and mighty anyways.
Heidi, if it was me that you pushed down the stairs, how am I messaging you if it happened less than an hour ago? Are you still not getting the picture?
What do you mean? Didn't I push you down the stairs? So what if you're messaging me after?
You pushed the wrong person if you were aiming to push me instead. You didn't push me down the stairs. You pushed my friend, Heidi.
Wait, what? Oh, did I? It was your friend. Well, if it was just a friend that I pushed, then it should be no this.
Hey, Zach, are you there? I just was wondering if you think you could get back to me as soon as you see this message, please. I'm just really confused right now. I mean, our wedding was yesterday, and ever since then you haven't spoken a single for us to finally meet in person.
Well, you don't have to apologize for that. I don't think it was really either of our faults, right? In fact, if you really want to know what I think that your sister was just jealous. She never told me how beautiful her sister was, and now I'm sure it's because she was trying to hide you from me.
Wait, I'm sorry. What? You think my sister was jealous of me and didn't want me to meet you on purpose? I'm afraid that I'm not really following what you're trying to tell me.
Well, look, I guess I'll just come out and tell you. I've been talking with your parents and my parents as well. My parents were just a little upset that they've never known that your sister has someone as amazing as you. My parents told your parents that they had known you existed, that they would never let your sister and I get married in the first place. But like I said, it's because you weren't there when our families met each other for the first time. I know that Wanda had a sister, but I had no idea what kind of person you were. But your parents told me about how sad they were that their eldest daughter was so lonely. But don't worry, I just want to let you know that I know what it's like to be lonely. And when I first laid eyes on you at the wedding, I knew that I had to make you mine.
Wait, hold it right there. Now, I understand you were told all kinds of things about me, but I want you to know that I don't agree with any of that.
You don't agree with it? What do you mean? You aren't married, right? So you must be quite lonely.
And I suppose it was my parents who told you all of this. Is that right? Look, I'm going to make this very clear to you. Wanda and I have a really, really close relationship, and as her sister, I'm not about to try and do anything to jeopardize her marriage.
But wait, I thought that you would have wanted this. Can we please at least talk about this in person? I've already been waiting for you outside your apartment right now, you know?
Excuse me? You're waiting outside my apartment? And just how did you even get my address in the first place, huh?
Well, your parents gave it to me, of course. Please, you have to come out. I came out here to propose to you.
Excuse me? Have you lost your mind? Did you forget that you're married to my sister?
Just open the door and let me inside. It's cold out here. And it'd be better if we talked about this face to face.
It would not be better, and I'm out right now. Thank you very much.
You're out of the house right now? Well, do you have any idea when you'll be getting back?
Zach, I'm going to tell you right now that the answer to your proposal is no.
Tracy, are you there? I was thinking about you and how I should go on a date tomorrow. What do you think? I know that I might have been a bit forward the last time that we talked, but I have no problem taking it slower. Your parents already know about us, so it's no issues at all. Don't worry, I promise to take the lead with everything and we can move at your own pace. Anyways, I was gonna pick you up from work tomorrow and then take you out of the restaurant with a view of the city. And then I was gonna propose to you. And I was thinking that if you're not too tired after that, then I could take you to a nice hotel and then, well, I suppose I don't have to say anything more, do I? Anyways, I guess I'll pick you up outside your office tomorrow then, huh?
Wanda, are you there? You're not going to believe the nasty message that Zach just sent me.
What do you mean? What did he say? Or maybe I don't want to know on second thought.
Well, he told me that he wanted to take me out on a date to some nice restaurant, propose to me, and then take me back to a hotel with him. Ew. Ew, ew, ew. I can't believe he would actually send me all that.
Oh, Tracy, I really am so sorry that you found yourself in the middle of all of this. I can't help but feel really guilty.
This isn't your fault at all, though, and you really didn't do anything, Wanda. I swear it.
I know, but the worst part is, I can't even just walk away from this because him and I are literally married.
I know, so please don't beat yourself up for this anymore, okay? We're both stuck in the middle of this.
But anyways, you're going to be busy moving all of your stuff from your old apartment into Jason's place, right? You said that you were just going to try and move out of that building entirely now that Zach knows that you live there and has already showed up there, right?
That's right. Actually, I've asked Jason to start helping me move things out of there already, so I think we have about 80% or so of my things cleared out there. I guess we'll just try and get the rest in one more trip tonight, and then I'll never ever have to go back to that place.
I see. Well, since you and Jason already have a plan to move in, I guess I'll put my plan into action tonight as well. I just wanted to let you know that things are already on my end, and I think that we can finally try and bring this thing to an end for us.
I really hope so. I had no idea that things were ever going to go like this. But I really also just didn't accept Zach to be like this. I mean, to go so far as to show me outside someone's home and announce that you're going to propose to them when you've only met them once. It's really, really scary, but I just hope that I never have to worry about something like that happening ever again.
Hey Tracy, you and I have got some serious talking to do. What the heck are you just trying to pull here, huh? I mean, I drive all the way to your work in my sports coat and with a bouquet of flowers for you, ready to propose, and you're with some other guy? Who the heck is this person anyway, huh? What are you trying to pull here?
The man is my boyfriend, if you must know.
Your boyfriend? What do you mean your boyfriend? I thought they were gonna get married to me.
I never once said that to you, and I was never going to get married. And I told you the other day that I also already had a boyfriend. We've been dating for a long, long time, and you're not about to come in between us. In fact, we've already talked about getting married ourselves.
But you can't do that. I already talked to your parents about this, and they said it would be fine.
Well, my parents are sorely misinformed about a lot of things. The first of which being that I have a boyfriend at all. I've hidden him from my parents because I know that they would try and make me break up with him. I also know how upset they were when Wanda announced that she was going to get married. They said that since I'm the older sister, it should have been me and not her getting married, and they've been sour about that ever since.
Wait, really? So you really have been dating this guy for, like, years, and your parents have never known about him?
That's right, and now thanks to you and my parents trying to take things into your own hands, I have to get my poor boyfriend involved in this. But I already told you when you first texted me that I would never, ever try and steal my own sister's husband from her. So for the last time, you're barking up the wrong tree. Besides, I've already moved out of my old apartment so that I can move in with my boyfriend. So don't bother going to that apartment building anymore, because I'm not there.
But you can't do this to me. Do you know how much I've sacrificed? Your parents said that I could have you, and now you're just gonna disappear? This can't be happening.
Well, it is, so just accept and move on, you creep.
Creep? I'm not a creep. Your parents said that I can marry you. It's not fair. Hey, Wanda, are you there? I know that we haven't said a word to each other since we got married and all, but I was just wondering if you might want to go and grab dinner with me?
You really want to try and take me out to dinner now, after all this time, Zach?
Well, the thing is that I've already made reservations at a restaurant and a hotel there.
You ignore me for a whole month and think that I'm just going to turn around and fall right back into your arms? That is not what's going to happen. What is going to happen is that you and I are going to get a divorce.
Wait, what? What do you mean? Why would you and I be getting a divorce? We've only been married for like a month. I'm sure the silent treatment hasn't been all bad, right?
The silent treatment? Is that what you call trying to propose to my older sister after we already married?
You mean that you found out about all that? But how?
How do you think? You tried to marry my sister and she told me. You do realize that I can sue you for this, don't you?
Whoa, just hold on there. Maybe we can just talk this out and calm down?
You really think that I have anything to say to you at this point? It's my turn to give you the silent treatment. Don't worry though, I'll leave the divorce papers on the kitchen table for you.
But wait, you can't do that. Please, you can't leave me. Your sister said that they weren't gonna marry me.
I know that. I never ever thought that she was going to. You're the only person who thought this was going to work. You and my idiot parents, I guess.
No, this can't be happening. You mean that I'm not gonna end up with either of you by the end of this? That's not fair. Wanda, please, you know that you're the only woman I've ever loved. The only reason I ever wanted to go along with this was because I knew that your parents are gonna be really upset with me if I didn't. Wanda, please come back to me. Can't you at least answer me? We have to at least talk about this. You can't just say that we're getting a divorce and then ignore me.
Hey Tracy, I just wanted to check in with you and make sure that everything was going okay.
Yes, thank you so much for asking. We actually just finished unpacking the last of my boxes. I heard that you moved out and started living in a corporate housing though. How's that going for you? Has it been a huge adjustment or anything?
Well, it has taken some getting used to, of course, but I actually really like my new place.
Well, that's good to hear at least. I'm glad that you're comfortable where you are.
Yeah, me too, but Mom tried to call me the other day.
You're kidding me, right? Did you pick up the phone? Did the two of you talk at all? What did Mom want to say to you?
Well, she basically just wanted to call and tell me how stupid I was for ruining a marriage with such a high-earning and handsome man like Zach. She told me this is why I was going to be alone forever.
I can't believe she still really thinks all about Zach. But I guess I shouldn't be surprised at all.
But I just don't get it. I mean, why do they think that he earned so much? It just doesn't make sense. Especially when I was the one who put up most of the money for a wedding in the first place.
I know, right? You'd think that Mom and Dad would have known that you're making well above $100,000 a year at your salary.
Well, I hung up on Mom before I got the chance to tell her that. I had heard enough from her and just wanted it to stop.
Can't say I blame you for that. But if you think that you're going to go and get a new phone number, then don't forget to let me know so that we can stay in touch.
Of course. I still can't believe that you and I had to go through all of that.
I know, and I still feel like you and I have so much to talk about with this. I mean, we did so much running around that we barely had any time to slow down and really check in with each other. Maybe when things settle down a bit more for you, you and I could go and get some lunch?
I would really, really like that, Tracy. Let's do it.
Great, well in that case, I guess I'll see you then. Text me when would be a good time for you.
Sounds good to me. I'll talk to you soon. It turns out that apparently my parents were drowning in debt. They had hoped that by playing favorites between my sister and I, that they could convince Tracy to give them money in their old age. Even though Tracy was helping them out a little, they were constantly overspending and letting the debt pile up without doing anything. They went around begging our relatives for help after Tracy told them she was going to stop supporting them. But by then, all our family knew about all the schemes they had tried to pull with Zach and nobody wanted anything to do with them. Speaking of Zach, our marriage ended soon after our last conversation. Apparently, the cause for his divorce has leaked to his office and before long, the rumors about him were everywhere. He ended up having to quit out of shame. He was also disinherited by his parents for failing to get married to Tracy and then he had to pay during the divorce for his attempt affair. I hear that now he's living in a tiny apartment, working several part-time jobs and barely making ends meet. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and see more content like this.
Hey Samuel, I just got home, and why are all my things packed up in a box? I didn't hear anything about moving. I was in the hospital due to a high-risk pregnancy. Can you explain what's going on?
Chiara, you're the only one moving out.
Wait, what do you mean? Why am I the only one moving?
I decided to keep the apartment for my girlfriend.
Your girlfriend? What are you talking about?
Her name is Caddy, and she's 19 years old.
19? Are you serious? So while I was in the hospital, you were having sleepovers with someone else? She stayed over and now she wants to live here? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. She loved the view from this high-rise tower apartment so much after spending time here that she said she wanted to live here.
Wait a minute, you've already arranged for a moving company? When are they coming?
Yeah, I set it up.
Is.
Caddy, starting tomorrow. new life together.
Yes, I can't wait to see that view every day. It's going to be our special place.
I'll be counting down the hours until you arrive. It feels like a dream come true.
Me too. Tomorrow's going to be the start of something amazing for us.
I'm so ready for this new chapter in our lives. See you in the morning.
See you soon. I'm counting down the minutes.
You know, living with the person you love and being able to be affectionate all the time is just the best. I've been using up all my remaining paid leave from work just to spend time with Caddy and enjoy being together.
Samuel, you've been off work for 2 whole weeks now.
Well, I properly requested the time off, so what's the big deal?
I suppose that's true, but I was just about to reach out to you.
Oh, what's up?
Have you submitted the divorce papers I sent you? The ones you were supposed to file with the office?
Wait, what?
You remember the letter I included with the divorce papers? It said, please let me know once you've submitted them to the office.
Oh, right, I forgot about that.
What do you mean, you haven't submitted them yet?
I got so caught up in being affectionate with Caddy that I completely lost track of it.
What kind of ridiculous excuse is that? Seriously.
Actually, since Caddy moved into the tower apartment, I haven't even stepped outside once. I've been too busy enjoying my time with her.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. After all that pushing to get it done, you've really let it slip your mind? It's just unbelievable.
Well, just come by and pick it up then.
What? You want me to come over right now?
Yeah, I really don't want to be apart from Caddy for even a second right now.
I just got out of the hospital after being in for a high-risk pregnancy, right? You can't just expect me to handle all this. I'm already overwhelmed with the stress from your cheating and the divorce. Now you want me to deal with moving on top of that? Please, don't add any more stress to my plate.
What's the matter? Are you not going to come get it? Because if you don't, you won't be able to get divorced. Are you okay with that?
That's not something you should be saying. You are seriously out of your mind.
So are you coming to get the papers or not?
Oh, wait a second. It doesn't have to be me who picks them up, does it?
I guess it doesn't have to be you.
In that case, there's someone perfect who can go there soon. You can just give the papers to them.
Oh, really? That sounds good. And I just got a message from Caddy asking for our 3rd round of affection today, so I have to go.
Wow, it's like you're completely obsessed. I can't even process how you've turned into this person.
What can I say? It's just been so nice spending time with her that I'm kind of in a daze right now. It's hard to focus on anything else. Hey, Chiara, what's this about alimony and child support? You're seriously asking for alimony from Caddy, too?
You've heard all about it from your lawyer, haven't you?
No matter how much I hear, I can't accept it. I know you're jealous of the love that Caddy and I share, but this is just pathetic.
Oh, come on. The common understanding is that the person who cheated has to pay alimony to the person who was cheated on. And it's also completely reasonable for child support to be paid when a divorce occurs. That's just how it works.
Caddy and I are genuinely in love. At this point, you're the one who's become my cheating partner, so if anyone should be paying alimony, it should be you.
Just so you know, the lawyer is still here.
Yeah, I know. He just went to the restroom and is currently texting me.
Listen, you two seem to be living in some kind of fantasy world, completely unaware of your current situation. I've actually asked the lawyer to explain everything to you in detail until you finally understand.
What?
You're eager to marry your beloved Katie, right? Then you need to settle your responsibilities properly for betraying me. Get this sorted out cleanly and quickly.
But I never thought it would cost this much to get a divorce.
It's ridiculous that you're whining about something that is completely normal when getting divorced.
What do you mean by that?
I'm saying you need to take responsibility for your actions without making a fuss. It's really not that hard to understand.
All I want is to marry Caddy!
You need to accept the reality that you're trying to throw away something that is much more significant than just me.
What do you mean?
What you're trying to throw away isn't just me. You're also trying to abandon our child who is about to be born. That's the lowest thing a father can do, and you should never forget that.
I didn't mean to!
You need to face the truth. Being a father means taking responsibility for your actions, even if it's hard. You're choosing to prioritize your relationship with Katie over your own child and me. That's an awful decision.
But I thought we could figure something out.
Figuring something out means facing the consequences of your actions. You can't just run away from your responsibilities because you've found someone new. It doesn't work that way.
It's just so complicated.
Life is complicated, but that doesn't excuse abandoning your responsibilities. I want you to think deeply about what you're doing. Once you're a parent, your priorities change. You need to understand the weight of your decisions.
I know, but...
No buts. Just think about what it means to be a father and to be a decent human being. Your actions have consequences, and it's time to face them. I've transferred the alimony and child support. You don't need to keep contacting me about it. I've been informed through my lawyer.
Damn it! I ended up borrowing money from my parents because of this!
Your parents told me they apologized for you. They even took money from their hard-earned retirement savings to help you out. On top of that, they had to cover the costs for your cheating partner as well. You better make sure you pay them back.
Well, it's not like I have no means to pay them back, so I guess it's fine. I just thought it would be difficult to gather the money by the payment deadline, so I had no choice but to take out a loan temporarily.
Oh, is that so?
I'm planning to talk to Caddy about this, but I think I'm going to put the tower apartment up for sale.
Wait, what?
Even though it's a used property, the higher floors of the tower should fetch a decent price. If all goes well, I might be able to pay off the debt and even have some left over.
Have you lost your mind?
What do you mean?
That apartment is a rental, you know.
Huh? They have rentals in a tower like that?
Of course they do. Why do you think you've been living there all this time?
I thought you could only buy apartments in a tower. I assumed you bought it, and that since we got married, it would automatically belong to me as your husband.
How could you have such mistaken belief?
Wait, what? Why did I think that?
You always act on your baseless assumptions and unreliable instincts. Anyway, it's a rental. Plus, it's in my name.
What?
You moved into the apartment I was living in before we got married. That means you don't have any right to sell it. And since we're getting a divorce, you can't live there anymore either.
Wait!
Well, you could continue living there if you change the lease into your name.
But by the way, how much is the rent?
It's $5,200 a month.
5,200? That's almost 3 times my monthly income. There's no way I can afford that.
You haven't forgotten that I run a business with my best friend, right? Sure, I'm on maternity leave right now, but I have enough income to cover the rent on my own.
Wait, what? You had a baby?
I should mention that I successfully gave birth 3 days ago.
Oh.
But don't think you'll have any visitation rights. Once the child grows up, don't try to get involved in their life.
Hey, Chiara, we should really reconsider this divorce.
What?
You're leaving me without a place to live.
Well, I canceled the lease on that apartment.
What? Why would you do that? We're not officially divorced yet. You can't just make that decision.
Actually, we are divorced. I intended to submit the divorce papers as soon as I confirmed the transfer of alimony and child support. Now that I have confirmation, my mom went to the office on my behalf to submit the divorce papers.
You just did that?
Yes, I just got the notification that our divorce was finalized about 10 minutes ago.
10 minutes ago?
So as of now, we are no longer together. There's still a month before the move-out date for the tower apartment, but you have no right to stay there now that we're no longer a couple. You have to leave within 3 days.
What? How can you say that?
I've already explained the situation to the management company. If you don't vacate the premises within 3 days, they will call the police.
The police?
If you understand, then please hurry up and leave.
But what am I supposed to tell Caddy?
That's not my problem.
Damn it! Caddy, I can't believe you're just gone when I woke up this morning. That note about breaking up was just a joke, right?
Shut up, you old man!
Wait, what?
I was so excited to finally be living in the tower apartment, but then I find out it's actually in your ex-wife's name. And on top of that, your income is only a third of hers because you're just a temp. How can you not even know that as her husband? Your head is way too empty.
Caddy, you sound like a completely different person.
This is just who I am, after all. You're broke, and you have no place to live, and you don't have enough brains to deal with anything, you loser. I've got nothing to gain from a middle-aged guy who's got absolutely nothing going for him. Just for a brief moment, you should feel grateful that you had any relationship with a young and cute 19-year-old like me. Anyway, see you.
You're not getting away from me. There's no way I'm letting you escape.
Although he sometimes seemed a bit lacking in intelligence, there was something endearing about that. There was indeed a time when I had such thoughts about my ex-husband. I would find myself chuckling at his antics, believing that his innocent blunders added a certain charm to our relationship. At that moment, it was easy to overlook his shortcomings, focusing instead on the warmth he brought to my life. This must be what they call the love filter. It's terrifying to realize how love can distort our perceptions, blinding us to the flaws that ultimately become unbearable. Speaking of terrifying, the aftermath of our relationship unfolded like a nightmare. Just as it is often said that the end of financial support leads to the end of relationships, Samuel was unceremoniously dumped by Katie when the money ran out. It was a classic case of when the well runs dry, so does the love. However, what transpired next was beyond anyone's imagination. Simultaneously with his departure from their luxury apartment, he managed to morph into a stalker. The verbal abuse he unleashed during their breakup was so severe that, ironically, it seemed to ignite a twisted passion in his heart for Katie. It was as if those hateful words fueled his obsession rather than scaring him off. The cruelty of their parting left scars on both of them, but for Samuel, it seemed to morph into an unhealthy fixation on what he had lost. No matter how hard Katie tried to escape from him, Samuel would somehow appear out of nowhere like a ghost from her past. Sometimes he would look at her with a resentful gaze filled with an unspoken bitterness and anger. Other times he would show up with a creepy, overly cheerful grin that sent chills down her spine. His demeanor almost unsettlingly enthusiastic in the midst of his desperation. It was a jarring contrast, making Katie question his mental state even further. Even Katie, who had always been resilient and strong-willed, appeared to be significantly affected by the situation. The relentless nature of Samuel's pursuit seemed to take a toll on her mental state. It was like watching someone being slowly worn down by the relentless waves of an unyielding sea. The pressure just kept building, and she seemed to be reaching her breaking point. The psychological warfare he waged was exhausting, leaving her in a constant state of anxiety. Currently, it seems that both of them are undergoing treatment in separate hospitals, far from one another. It's as if they're each battling their own demons in isolation, perhaps trying to escape the tangled mess of their shared history. There's a cruel irony in their situation, as both are dealing with the consequences of their choices, but in vastly different ways. Each hospital room tells a story of regret, pain, and the desperate search for redemption. In retrospect, the relationship had always been a roller coaster ride. From the beginning, it was marked by highs and lows, laughter and tears. At first glance, they appeared to be the perfect couple, dazzling in their shared experiences and affection. They traveled to exotic locations, shared romantic dinners, and painted a picture of bliss that everyone envied. Yet, as the initial allure faded, the cracks began to show. Samuel's behavior shifted from charming to possessive, and Katie found herself walking on eggshells, unsure of what would set him off. Initially, their shared life in the luxury high-rise was filled with dreams and aspirations. They hosted lavish parties, inviting friends and acquaintances to showcase their successful life. However, the glamour began to dim as financial strains became apparent. Samuel's job was not as stable as he had portrayed, and Katie's once thriving career faced unforeseen setbacks. The glitzy lifestyle they had created began to slip through their fingers like sand, and the cracks in their relationship widened. As the money began to dwindle, so too did the affection between them. It was as if the wealth had acted as a glue, holding their relationship together, and when that glue began to weaken, the underlying issues bubbled to the surface. The tension escalated, culminating in an explosive arguments that would leave them both feeling empty and drained. Each argument chipped away at the foundation of their love, and resentment began to fester. The final straw came one fateful evening. They had been out to dinner, and the conversation took a turn for the worse. What started as a casual discussion about finances quickly escalated into a full-blown shouting match. Harsh words were exchanged, and amidst the chaos, Samuel hurled insults at Katie that were not only cruel but deeply personal. The wounds inflicted during that fight were deep, and they resonated long after the dust had settled. In that moment, something in her snapped. Katie had always been a fierce and independent woman, but in that heated moment, she realized she could no longer endure the emotional torment. She left the restaurant in tears, her heart heavy with the weight of the relationship's demise. Samuel, in his rage, did not follow her immediately, but instead sat there, simmering in his anger, allowing the reality of their situation to sink in. As days turned into weeks, Katie tried to move on. She packed her belongings and found a new place to live, far away from the memories of their life together. Yet no matter how hard she tried, Samuel's shadow loomed over her. He would call, text, and occasionally show up at her new apartment, each time with an increasingly desperate demeanor. The emotional turbulence of their breakup manifested in Samuel's behavior, and it was clear that he was spiraling out of control. For Katie, the freedom she had longed for became a prison of fear. Every noise in the night sent her heart racing, and the once comfortable sanctuary of her new home felt like a trap. The moments she had once enjoyed alone now felt suffocating, and the weight of her past loomed over her like a dark cloud. She had wanted to be free, but the very person she had tried to escape was now haunting her thoughts, turning her world upside down. The cycle of harassment escalated. Samuel's visits became more erratic. Sometimes he would appear with gifts, trying to win her back with grand gestures that only seemed more pathetic. "Look at what I brought you," he would exclaim, holding out an extravagant bouquet of flowers or a fancy dinner reservation, desperately attempting to rekindle the flames of their past. Other times, he would confront her with accusations and fear, his eyes wide with desperation. It was a terrifying juxtaposition, and Katie felt trapped in a horror movie with no way to escape. Katie soon realized that she needed to take drastic measures to protect herself. After consulting with friends and family, she made the difficult decision to seek a restraining order against him. It was a painful step, but it was necessary for her safety. She gathered her strength and recounted her experiences to the authorities, feeling both empowered and terrified. Each recounting of the harassment brought back waves of trauma, but she knew it was a necessary step in reclaiming her life. However, even with the restraining order in place, the fear lingered like a dark shadow. Samuel, feeling cornered and rejected, became more unpredictable. His obsession intensified, and Katie often found herself looking over her shoulder, anxious at every unfamiliar sound. She invested in security measures, installing cameras and an alarm system, but nothing could fully alleviate the sense of dread that followed her. The situation took an even darker turn when she learned that Samuel had been stalking her online. He would create false profiles on social media to follow her, keeping tabs on her every move. It felt like he was invading her life even more, and she was powerless to stop it. Each new alert on her phone sent her heart racing, a reminder that she could never truly escape him. The digital age had made it easier for him to stalk her from the shadows, further complicating her ability to find solace. Eventually, both of them reached a breaking point. The emotional turmoil and the weight of their past began to manifest physically. Katie found herself struggling with anxiety and insomnia, while Samuel's mental health deteriorated to the point where he was hospitalized. The news of his hospitalization reached Katie through mutual friends, a bittersweet piece of information that left her with mixed feelings and nothing more.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.